Right, sowing peas in the autumn. Peas, your sport for choice. You've got so many different varieties. You know, this one is a mushy pea variety from Sutton's. You can do mange tout, do snap peas, lots of varieties of peas, your sport for choice. Peas are a little bit like potatoes. You get first earlies, second earlies and main crop. If you're sowing in the autumn, you're really looking to sow first earlies, and a good crop is for peas is Meteor. It's a good variety to sow, and Kelvedon Wonder. Both of those, you know, you can sow in October, November. The process of sowing them is really quite simple. So for this, I'm using root trainers, which have really deep cells, and what you really want with peas is a good root system, so the deeper the pot the better. If you haven't got root trainers, no problem, just get some toilet rolls and they function just as well. And for this I've got 3, pop them in a pot like that, or you can put more in a seed tray, and you get nice deep root systems with sowing them this way. So all you need to do is get some ordinary multi-purpose compost and fill up the root trainers to about 1 inch, say 2 centimeters near the top. So just fill them up, push the compost down a little bit so it's a little bit compacted. Then all you need to do is press down a little bit more so you've got it all nice and even, and then you take your peas, whichever variety you're using. This is a similar process in the spring as well, and even sowing peas in the summer. Use root trainers, and once you've got your peas, all you need to do, use your finger or a dibber, make a little hole in the compost and then put 1 pea to each cell. And you do that for the whole tray, and then after that simply put a little compost on top, smooth it over, and then you can just water it in. You can sow peas directly outside. For autumn sown ones you want a winter hardy variety, so for example Meteor is quite good for that. But a lot of people, and me included, prefer to start off in cells, because the danger if you grow them straight outside is you've got mice to contend with, you've got birds, and you know, before you know it most of your peas have been eaten. So start them off in cell trays initially, and that'll give you a good start. Another thing you can do, if you don't want to use cell trays, you can use guttering. So this is quite a nice technique. You can just put your compost again into the old piece of guttering, smooth the compost over, and then simply sow your peas. You can sow them a little bit more densely. I usually do a kind of figure of 5, like on a dice. Then simply cover them up again. Okay, give them a watering. And then the good thing about this is, you know, particularly if you get guttering that doesn't have an end bit, you can actually create a little trench in your plot, on your plot, and then just, once they've grown to some extent, just slide the whole lot into the trench, and then you've got, you know, a ready sown row of peas. So lots to experiment with peas, but you know, go for an autumn sowing if you want an early crop.